phenomenal beauties, welcome back. I'm gonna do a get ready with me with a lot of the products that are new launches, but I've been playing with them for a few days here. So I've got a little bit of a better technique down, and I've got some really good tips for how to use these things well. So if you saw my last video, I have already applied my foundation. As usual, I put on my moisturizer, I put on my SPF, and I then applied foundation. I normally will apply the Essentially Ageless Blurring Primer. I didn't this time because I wanted to show how the foundation in the last video just like applies by itself, because it is just so beautiful and it is really glowy. You know, it's just very pretty. The Glow Foundation particularly. I think this is a little more of a natural finish, but the Glow Foundation by Bpure, it's just so glowy and it has such a nice, just almost bouncy finish to it. It's just beautiful. This one. And I use nude, and I showed you in the last video how to color correct it if it's needed. And you can, take these three colors and just make the color that works for you. I bet you it's going to be so inclusive to almost everybody. So try it out. Check out my video. I'll have it linked in the description box below so you guys can see how I did the foundation. Okay, well, I'm just going to jump right in. You guys know, like, the exciting launches have been Bpure, these Charlotte Tilbury dupes, our liquid blush, which is a Rare Beauty dupe, and this is also by Bpure, and the Glow highlighters, which I am loving. I do also really like these blushes. I want to tell you, I like them a lot. This one does not work as well for me by itself, but I have been mixing it with this one. I have been mixing it with this one, and it works fabulously when I do that. You can get a few different shades of pink, mix things up and make them your own. They're just beautiful that way. So let's just dive into this. The first thing I'm gonna do is the contour. Last time I used this contour, and when I was doing the haul, I tried both of these out. I tried this on one side, this on the other. This was too light. This was, quite frankly, a little too dark. I'm mixing them. I am the queen of mix. And I am coming up with like a shade that I think is so fabulous on me. I love it. I encourage you, because these formulations are long lasting and they're beautiful. I encourage you to try to just mix them and come up with a shade that works for you. So this is the shade that I find works really well. I might actually put a little bit more of the lighter one in. It's still a little dark, not too bad, but a little dark. And it's just working so nicely to contour. So I am also putting it on the back of my hand before applying. This stuff is so pigmented. I just want to give you a warning. It's quite pigmented, so you have to have a very light hand. I'm gonna use my Sassy and Chic foundation brush, which I love for contour. I love it for foundation as well. And then I just pat it out a little bit, and I go right in and start the contour. And as you can see, this is just applying so beautifully. So beautifully. I mean, it's like a dream, and it lasts so long. This is longer wearing products than I've seen the Dollar Tree carry in the past. And I am just loving it. I'm totally here for it. I love it. I think you're gonna see a big difference, right? Between how this applied last time and how it's applying this time in this Get Ready With Me. I still, when I try things out for the first time on camera, I feel like, there's some flubs, and last time I think was a bit of a flub. But I love it. I do not tend to contour underneath. I find that it doesn't do much for me. I'll show you. I think, I don't really get a good shadow. I get like a sort of a strange transition between my neck and my face. It's never worked for me. I've tried it with several different products, and you can see I just get this like weird line that I don't get contouring the rest of my face. So, I don't tend to do that, but I wanted to show you. Some people, the contour works really nice for them, and other people it doesn't sit well, and I don't think it sits well with how my face is. So I'm just gonna use my foundation brush, a little bit of the leftover foundation, and put that back on. I'm gonna use the back of my hand again. Last time I put just one little tiny dot on each side, well, two on one side and then one dot on the other side, and oh my gosh, did I get a lot of blush. And it was just too much. So I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I'm going to spread it out a little bit, And I am just going to pick up the littlest bit of blush and just sheer that out. Do you see how beautiful that is? And it just does so well with the contour. It's so pretty. And let me just pick up a little bit on the other side and just sheer it out. And you can go as light or as dark as you like, because it's so pigmented, it will do it. I will say the only downside to this, and I do like when things set up. When this sets, this blush, it sets. But it sets a little bit fast for my taste. Just a tad too fast. Like right now, what I put on, it's pretty much set. It's pretty much set. So, you know, it's a little tad too fast. But for $1.25, it's such a wonderful product. I mean, you can see like it went on beautifully with the foundation. It blends beautifully. It's very highly pigmented, and I only use the littlest dab. And so it's gonna last me a really long time. So I really like that. It's a very good value, very good bang for your buck. $1.25. Okay, so next I am going to put a little concealer on. I am really loving the Le Mercier new launch for concealer. I'm just gonna conceal under my eyes a little. I am mixing these two colors, it's 114 and 115, because I am finding that them together is a pretty good shade match for me. So play around with the colors, see what matches, and you know, do whatever works best for you. I am going to use this concealer brush by Sassy and Chic. I mean, these three brushes are so nice by Sassy and Chic. I think they are, you know, worth a lot more than $1.25. I think that, you know, they rival some of the higher end things at the drugstore, higher end brushes that I've used, and I really like them. Okay, so, and I think honestly, this blush brush is so similar to my Sephora blush brush that I can't even sometimes. Like this is still a little bit better, you know, in the density and in the softness, but the difference in price is just astronomical. I mean, I think this was $27. So, you know, you're saving like at least $25. And so I recommend them. Okay, so let me just blend this out. Okay, as far as the newer, and I just kind of neutralized on top of my eyes with my foundation already. But as far as the newer launches for the powders, I'm liking this powder by Le Mercier for under my eyes, but it has a little bit too much of a white cast for me to use all over my face. I did use it last time and I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. So I'm using one of these powder puffs. They were at the Dollar Tree around Mother's Day, and I picked these up, and I've seen them a few other times, but anyway. Okay, so I set under my eyes, and that's just so good. I have returned back after trying all these different launches. I've tried the Ione, and I've tried the Essentially Ageless, the other two launches that they have that they say they're translucent. One of them has very much a white cast, and the other one is a little more translucent, but I'm going back to my regular Essentially Ageless. It is such a good skin, like a tone match for me, but if it doesn't match your tone, then, you know, that's the problem with the powders at the Dollar Tree. I will say I really like the LA Colors powders. They have a wider range. I think there's 6 colors in total, and they perform very well. I think this is only a little bit better, but I suggest, and I'm just going to take my Sephora powder brush, but I suggest, like, if this does not match your skin tone, to just use the regular LA Colors one. It has a mirror on it. It's a really nice quality powder, has a mirror and a really nice case for $1.25. And it's just like the OG kind of, you know, powder that they have at the Dollar Tree. But you shouldn't sleep on it. It's a good powder. It's kind of like their blushes. Their blushes are nice. I don't think they're as nice as Ione, but they're beautiful, you know, so don't sleep on them. Okay, I am now going to put a little bit of highlighter on top. I noticed that when I highlighted before and then powdered, my highlighter kind of disappeared last time. So I'm actually going to just highlight on top, here we go, of the powder. Since it's a liquid, it may, you know, that may happen. But these highlighters are so pretty. They're so beautiful. And they're just like, they look wet and not glittery, you know? And again, I think that they're really duping a higher end product. You know, at least like, I think they probably perform as well as the e.l.f. dupes for the Charlotte Tilbury. And for $1.25, they last a really nice long time throughout the day. And they're just a wonderful product. Okay. All right, so I wanted to try this new palette by La Mercerie. So there are two shimmers in here. There is one that is like gold and one that is a much darker, like almost gray blue. And I kind of can't wait to try them. So let's see what kind of a look we can get here. I'm gonna try just an all over shade, just this middle shade right here, and just lay that down as a transition shade. See how that does. Okay, so these I think perform really well. I like them. I think they're fairly pigmented, but they don't perform as well as my favorite Beauty Intuition palettes, which I don't know, they're just more pigmented and they're blendable, and I can see a little bit of fallout. I don't have fallout with these at all, in the slightest. So, you know, but they're within just like a little bit of a percentage, in my opinion, as far as the difference in performance and quality. Not that much of a difference. You know, it's not stark. So, okay, let's see. And I want to deepen a little bit. See if I can take this brush and I'll go into, I think I'm going to try this purple. Let's see how that's going to look. A kind of purplish color. Let's see if I can't get that on the outer edge. Okay, that is not giving me as much color payoff as I was expecting, although it's a very pretty purple. It's a very pretty purple. It's a little lighter than I was expecting, but that's okay. I think that's just how the color is. Okay, and I want to try this shimmer. So this gold shimmer, let's just put it on the lid. Oh my, that is quite pigmented. Now, is it shimmery? I wouldn't call it super shimmer. It's not super shimmer. In fact, when I swatched these, I believe I said the same thing, that it just was not like super shimmery. Let me just blend it a little bit. There is some shimmer to it, but and it's pretty and it is pigmented. So I think, you know, it is making a very nice look. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Okay, so last time I tried the Ioni Lengthening Lash. I do like it. I think it is better than any mascara I have ever tried at the Dollar Tree. I don't like it as much as my normal Maybelline that I get from the drugstore. I don't like it as much as like Lash Princess, like the Essence Lash Princess. It is cheaper, you know, so you can get a pretty good look off of this. And I showed you guys that last time. It did not transfer and flake, you know, very badly until maybe the 7 or 8 hour mark. Every mascara will eventually flake. I mean, if you leave it on for 12 hours or whatever, your mascara is gonna flake. But I got a good 7 to 8 hours before I noticed like a lot of transfer and flakiness. But I got this last time. I think you guys had seen this in a haul in a Wet n Wild dual package. It had a brush, and that's my puppy upstairs, and a mascara. This is the Big Papa Wet n Wild mascara. I've been wanting to try it. So I am going to apply that, and I'll apply my liner off camera and curl my lashes, and I'll be right back to do the first coat. So let's try it out. Okay, I just put on a little bit of eyeliner, and of course I use my favorite Ioni pencil eyeliner with the white writing. I got one recently with like kind of pinkish red writing, and I don't think it's the same formulation. I like this one much better. And as always, I'm gonna plug Ioni, please, you know, launch a few more of these. We'll at least restock these and launch something in this exact formulation in a brown. Please and thank you. I would be so happy. Okay, so this is Big Papa. Let's try it out. I'm gonna put on the first coat. Oh my goodness, look at the wand. I didn't expect that because it's such a small package. Oh, pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna like this. So I always start at the base and kind of twirl up when I'm putting my first coat on. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, let me do the other side. Let me let it set up and we'll put a second coat on. I'll be right back. Okay, that's set up. So let's just put the second coat on. I usually just concentrate on the ends, but with this big wand, oh, this is nice though. I'm liking this mascara so far. I think it's quite pretty. I don't know if you can see, my lashes just are very thick. It's a very much of a thickening formula, I think. That's very nice. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of clumping. I get this at the Dollar Tree as well. It's such a nice tool. Let me just comb through. Nice, okay. I think that took care of some of the clumping, but so pretty. Okay, so for my brows, you guys know I don't do too much because my brows are bushy. but I do have a little bit of like maybe thinning towards this area. So I will put a little bit of pencil sometimes, and I've been doing it more lately. You know, just trying to make sure that they still, I have like this calic that's just natural to my eyebrow on this side if you see it. So my eyebrow does dip a little bit, but such is life. What are you gonna do? Okay, I do like this pencil. It's the Ione brow pencil in dark brown. I know that LA Colors has a few pencils. People really do like them. I haven't found a color that I like as much, but I do like the new LA Colors powder. I have liked that, and I've used that a couple of times. The brow gel is by Ione as well, and it's just a clear gel. It's nice. It doesn't get too like hard and crunchy, but it does keep, you know, the brow hairs where they should be during the day, and it lasts all day. I will feel it when I go to remove my makeup at night. I will feel that it's like kind of coming off, like it's, you know, providing a little bit of hold, and then when I wipe it off, it's like, okay, that's gone. So I do feel that. Okay, so, and then today, I'm just gonna use the LA Colors, one of their new launches. It's a lip crayon. I like these so much because they're a little bit longer wearing than your regular lipstick, but also I don't have to line my lips. I don't have to use lip liner. So I kind of like this kind of 2-in-1 deal going on. And they are creamy and they go on very nicely. They're nicely pigmented, as you can see. And the color selection was nice on these lip crayons. So, okay, that is my completed look today. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys can find some of these products. My thoughts on the products are that these dupes are just so excellent. They're really very good products, but use a light hand with them, mix them if you need to, because the colors are not exact for everybody. And the shade range, there's only 2 of each, 2 highlighters, 2 contours, you know, so it's not, there's not a huge shade range on it as normal at the Dollar Tree. You just have to play around with it and work with it. But you can get such a nice look for, you know, this whole look is under $20. It's just very nice. And I can do it over and over and over again. You get a lot of product. I'm really loving this launch as well. Again, just a light hand. The concealers by La Mercerie, I think these are just hidden gems now at the Dollar Tree. I think they're just wonderful and I love them. And you know, everything else is nice. I think that this performed nicely. I think it's good. Would I repurchase it? Probably. I think I would. I think that this powder is very nice, especially for setting under your eyes. But of course, I love my regular Essentially Ageless OG powder. I do like these lip crayons. I think they're ones and dones and they're really easy to apply and you don't necessarily have to have, you know, a lip liner. Okay, there we go. A lip liner. So I do like that. And I also like that they came in so many different colors. You know, they had a wide range. So I think they're very nice products. I used kind of my go-to favorites of the last month in this Get Ready With Me. So there's very little I'm gonna have criticism of because I picked everything out specifically as a go-to. I'm liking the Big Pop. If you guys were able to find it, I think it's a nice mascara. It's not something that's going to be regularly stocked, I think, at the Dollar Tree. Hopefully, Ione will regularly stock this one because I do like it. You can use this. It's a great product for a mascara at the Dollar Tree, but I don't think it's better than, or I don't think it rivals or is as good as some stuff that you can get at the drugstore. Whereas the other stuff I put on, that rivals drugstore. I picked out all of my favorites. Every single one was an absolute favorite today. So I hope you guys can find some of these products. I hope that my tips and tricks will help you guys out. Go have fun, buy your makeup, enjoy it at a $1.25 price point. You can't beat it. Like I always say, buy first at Dollar Tree and then go to Target for anything else that, you know, you absolutely need at Target or Walmart. Because we're all trying to save a dime lately, especially me. My budget is shrinking and shrinking, and I think everyone can probably relate to that. I ask that you like and subscribe. I hope you like this video and give it a nice little like. And until next time, when I see you in the next video, take care.